there has to be a third one, and you just referred to it as a star. So
they're all stars. Each soul is a star. Even you see, you have to understand how we feel. You know, when I explained to you how it works. When you have a son, and that son betrays you, it doesn't matter which way you feel you betrayed. And you're correct in feeling. It's not just imagination, because it's what is there. It comes to a point that the feeling of the emotion carries to your inner structure, that with a man, you feel that pain in your prostate. Women feel that pain in their womb or the breast. And where does that emotion comes? Where does that emotion leads to? It comes from interaction of the fields of the soul of the man and what you heard, what you read. He writes to you, "You're not my father." How do you feel? I want what, to me, it doesn't matter I created or not. It's like that dog you pick up, you give your love to. You go through your pain for days. It's the same with the mother. It's the same when I explain to a lot of men who have no clue about women's structure and they think they're macho. A guy wrote to me, "Why do women become lesbian?" I explained that women, married women who then become lesbian, you know why? They don't become lesbian because the womb, the structure of inside of the womb of a woman has a wall. It's like a skin, irritates. And any interaction creates pain. A lot of women tolerate this in their married life because they're children. But the guy thinks, oh, she makes a noise, oh, I'm a superwoman, Superman. But in the freedom of the other dimensions of nations, they can walk away from it. So, but they still need that love. They need to confirm they exist. But with a man, they have to go through a pain. With a woman, most probably understanding of the same, they understand there is no condition to create pain. And I said to the guy, I said, do you know how you don't understand? It's like me kicking you, excuse my French, in your testicles and then say walk. Can you? No. It's the same with a woman. We don't understand. It's a lot of things. Then we classify and put things in the condition of emotion. I prefer to be with another woman, but not go through the pain of the emotion of interaction. Where do we classify it? Then, am I happy with what I'm doing because I'm not supposed to do this because I'm supposed to be a man and a woman? This is what a lot of world of us doesn't understand. And then this touches the soul, touches the emotion, touches the change of the position and how we interact. It is consistent with ignorance of man about the knowledge of the creation of his own. It is the knowledge of the man to understand that there is a structure beyond just the physicality of the man, but this physicality of the man carries all the knowledge of the physical dimension, place where it can release and absorb without just being the giver in a way, which we call the brain of the man. And that interaction with the soul of the man has given a dimension to create certain fields which we call emotion. So, do you have an earth shining daytime if there wasn't a sun? So the physicality of the man, the blood of the man, when is a sun. And with the fields which radiates when it passes through the filter of the brain of the man, with what comes from the sun, which is the soul of the man, leaves residuals that what we call emotion. Have you ever thought how come your cell at a given point suddenly changes and the time comes? There is a bank in the brain and there is a cell has a soul. In the information, it comes through the blood to feed it. It says, it's time for me to go, I don't have enough energy. You send a message to brain, send the replacement. In the factory in the brain, that cell has a specific code for its strength. It's sent down, it's replaced. So our blood carries every information, even replacement of us. The structure of science is beyond understanding because we have limited ourselves to dimension of physicality. It's us who have to understand what we haven't understood. And it's for man to understand that physicality is the creation of the interaction of the fields. It's the fields which the blood carries, which interacts with the fields which is the creator of it itself. The dimension becomes emotion, and part of it the information of the change. Have you ever understood when you burn yourself, how does the skin comes back to be replenished? When you part of the muscle gets cut off, the tip of your finger, a few weeks later is back on. Nothing happened. You remember there was a piece of, how many times you came to make something with a knife and you chopped your finger off? A piece in the salad. It happened to me many times. My children laughed their head off, says, oh, we got another piece of him again. But a few weeks later, it's gone. Where does the memory come to replace it? And it's exactly the same. It has a soul. It has a position. It has a strength. When you build the brick layer below, the field created dictates what is going to be the brick above. And the brain knows this brick usually fits here. So let's send something to be built. We haven't understood. Now we understand. In the new systems, which we start showing, we revolutionize the world of science. I'll build you a leg in very short time. You put the amputated person in, you understand the technology, you can connect directly to the soul. I create a dimension that the leg will be created in no time. I brought with me in these conferences to change the humanity from the structure, from its absolute base. We give life, we give the freedom to life, and the life, if it's so horrible to be, it goes with it. Emotional Parkinson's, they usually can't accept. Physical Parkinson's always take it. I can show you case after case.
So would the soul of blood, that's the soul of consciousness?
In a way, it carries what is, because the blood carries everything. Huh? The information of the taste, smell, the information of the sight, sound, and it converts it into emotion. One of the biggest problems we have as human beings with the sight, with eye or vision, I mean, even if you are blind, you still go into the same category. We pass the information of the sight or vision through a specific ways to our brain that creates a specific information and emotion. And that is why our eyes, we just watch and we can cry, and we watch something else and bring us happiness, because it's embedded near the soul. The information is taken directly. And that's why we trust our eyes like nothing. I see it, I believe it, because it comes right through my brain. With the arm, you have to do it. With the sound, it's got a bit to go. With the tongue, you have to convert it. The vision goes directly through above the soul.
So when an entity, let's just use the terminology human, when an entity elevates, when a human elevates the soul of the man to the point where the filters of the soul of the man has been diluted to a level which is acceptable for the universal community, and the soul of the man, however you want to call it, the flight system of the soul of the man, is more than one soul in that spaceship, the primitive spaceship of the soul of the man. The other soul, that's the soul of blood, yeah, the soul of consciousness.
The soul of consciousness is what you like to call it, but it's the soul of awareness of the truth.
Could you say that again, please?
It's the awareness of the truth, what is there, what we are engaged and entrapped with.